Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here again. And if you want to follow along, 24th Proverb, the 11th verse. Proverbs 24, verse 11. And we have some good words for us, some wise words that as Christians, we have a God given biblical responsibility to help defend those who cannot defend or help themselves. And I guess there's all kinds of categories that would cover. The poor, those who are I guess, the poverty-stricken areas of the world, those type situations, people who are genuinely poor, who are unable to work and provide for themselves for some reason, someone who is a victim in other ways, wrongfully we have a responsibility biblically to stand in the gap. I think one of the areas that would cover as well would be the unborn. The unborn child, that as believers we have a responsibility to stand there, and I'm thankful that our church has taken that position as well. You see it here in this verse. If thou forbear or put off to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and these that are ready to be slain. If thou sayest, Behold, we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? He that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works? As we think about, again, that my opening statement there based on verse 11, we are not to ignore, to avoid delivering those, particularly those that are drawn into death. And so that would certainly include the unborn, those that are hungry, afflicted in other ways, that we would stand for them. And you notice he says, Behold, if you say we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? He says you can't claim ignorance. And if he would say that to the people in biblical times, how much more in our day of information, from internet, television, all the other methods of information that we have, how can we possibly say that we did not know? And he says the reason that matters, if you look, he says the one that keeps your soul, he knows it and will render to every man according to his works. God knows, and he knows we know, and he says he will judge us and punish us when we ignore the plight of the unfortunate. And when we don't render what assistance that we can't help and fix every problem. But I'm reminded, and I'll leave you with this, and many of you have heard this story, I'm sure, of on the beach one day, the tides had washed in just thousands and thousands of starfish all along the beach, and they were laying there out of the water and obviously going to die if something didn't happen. He said there was a little boy walking along. He'd grab one, he'd throw him in the water, grab one, throw him back in the water, grab one, and somebody saw him and said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm saving the starfish." And he said, "Son, look at all these thousands of starfish. You can't possibly make a difference." And he reached down, he picked up one, threw him back in the water, and said, "But I made a difference for that one." And that's what our task is today, to make a difference for that one. I can't fix the problems of the world. I can't solve all the problems, but the problems that God puts in front of me, the opportunities that he does give me, we each have a responsibility to assist and to help those in need. You think about that today. It's a challenge, especially in this day and age of so much hunger, so much poverty, the abortion crisis, all those things, that we would stand in the gap and we would make a difference for that one. Have a great day. See you back here tomorrow morning.